Thank you for tuning in. What I want to do here, I want to touch the subject matter, Nephilim. I just want to do a little. I want to make it short and brief when it comes to the Nephilim blood individual, because I do hear a lot of people claiming that they have Nephilim blood. First, in order for us to understand where this is coming from, this is pretty much taken from the realm from biblical. Anyone that's actually read the Bible, and the Bible particular in Genesis 6, chapter 6, verse 1 through 4, the Nephilims are described as mysterious, powerful being. The Nephilims were on the earth in those days and also afterward. When Son of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them, they were the heroes of old, men of renown. This can be found in that passage I just read. That's Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. They're thought to be like sons of God, which are fallen angels. So there's this belief that the fallen angels had mated with the females, and the females, most people like to refer to them as the watchers, you know. So it's like the fallen angels slept with the watchers, and the watchers gave birth to the Nephilims. That's where that's going with that. So this view is suggested that fallen angels sometime equate with demons, had children with human women. These children were Nephilim, often described as giants or hybrid beings with great power. And sons of God, descendant of Seth. A more conservative theology view argued that the Son of God were godly men from the line of Seth who intermarried with ungodly women from the line of Cain. So you have that again. Um, for some reason, there is a lot of like anytime there's something bad that happened back in the day, or when it comes to biblical, they always try to link it to Cain. Abel and Cain. So they always try and link it to the Cain bloodline. Nephilim as literal giants. So there are people that will say Nephilim are giants, but you have people that are run around. I don't know if it's a psyop, especially on YouTube. I'm a Nephilim, I'm a Nephilim. I'm like, ooh, shouldn't you be like 12, 50, 30 feet tall? Should you be 13 feet tall? Should you be 15? And as we can see, they're not. They're short stature sometimes. And they're not big, they're not bulky. So the word Nephilim is often translated as giants. And so, what does the Nephilim bloodline individual mean? If we're talking about what does it mean today? There are people claiming to be modern descendants of Nephilim. They believe to carry some of the ancient supernatural or alien DNA. So it's 2025. So I guess it would be alien because if it's not from this terrain, and it's not indigenous birth, so you could say that. So here, if we go down this rabbit hole, we can actually throw all kind of stuff on the wall with this one. Some people would say that they come from another dimension within our world. That there's multiple dimensions here. There are those that would argue and say that they are the fallen angels, and there are those that say no, they're not fallen angels. They don't come from another dimension. They're off-worlders. Those are extraterrestrial from another planet. Some people say no, they could be. It would be extraterrestrial because if it's not from our dimension, then it is extraterrestrial to come into this dimension. So just that by itself, you can actually go back and forth with a lot of people with this one. But I'm gonna stop right there, and you can continue down that path. I'm gonna go to the next one. These individuals are believed to possess unusual strength, intelligence, charisma, and spiritual abilities due to their alleged Nephilim heritage. So it is alleged because they would have to show us the source of it. I haven't seen any video where anyone claiming to have Nephilim blood that can actually show a full-blooded Nephilim or can show some kind of high-end something that will make it far removed from us. But do I believe? Yeah, anything's possible. I believe that there are beings coming from other dimension into our realm. Yeah, it's possible. Do I believe that there might be extraterrestrial coming from off world? Yeah, it's possible. I mean, you have to be naive to believe it's not possible just because you don't see it. I like to stay extremely open minded, but not open minded where I'm like jump in the middle of the ocean with all kind of conspiracy thing. But all of those are possible. Sometimes linked with ideas about elite bloodline, like this thing that they love to throw around, Illuminati or hybrid humans. But keep in mind, this concept only appear when we are talking about occult literature. If we're talking about ancient alien theories, uh, Christian, like Armageddon, prophecy, speculative fiction, and games. So that's really where this comes from. But I think they're taking it and they're running with it. So nothing are mysterious beings from Genesis, sometimes interpreted as giants or hybrids. Nothing bloodline. It's more. Some people lean into it's more like a modern myth or belief referring to people through to be thought to be descendants of these beings. It's more spoken more in a religious text, speculative fiction, occult lore, conspiracy theory. But far as like scientifically, can we prove that someone is a nothing? No. Have there been any introduction? No. But is it possible? Yes. There are many things that are far out of our our understanding. I mean, it's a big world. It's a lot of things. I mean, I was shocked when I was like, once I was told that, did I know that only 10% of the ocean have been researched and investigated? 90% of the water is not known to our scientists. 90% of our water is not known to us who live on this terrain. For me, I feel like that's a lot. That means we don't know anything about what's in the ocean. We don't know what's in the water. So who to say there's not life underneath that water? We admit that only 10% of it is known. 90% of it is unknown to us. We don't know what's under there. And we're constantly getting all kind of images and stuff like that. I remember looking at this documentary. I think it was like at the South Pole. Um and it was insane. Like the water freezes up real quick. You can get frostbitten real quick. Someone did some very dangerous, went down there to film under there, but they could only stay down there for like 5 minutes. It's just how freezing it was. And they had to hurry up and get out there. You can lose your limb. And then you could see this tunnel looks like it was like literally ice was forming. It was just really, really incredible. I would have to look for that, but that's definitely a video that I would love to do a review. I think I might do a review on that because it was just so fascinating. It was like I'm not sure whether it was I believe maybe the same one that brought us the mermaid, the the animal channel, the planet animal channel, something like that. Or I wouldn't say so much that or Discovery. It's some kind of channel that brought us that, and that really had me going like mentally. It had me just exploring all kind of things in my head when I saw that. It was just so incredible, and I was like, "Woo!" Wouldn't want to do it personally, but the fact that we can have visual on this, and the fact that you can see it's cold, and they had an old video with someone actually showing image of what the people from South Pole look like. I would love to, you know what? I'm gonna do my best to track that down because I would love to do a video on them because it was just amazing. So there's like a bunch of treasure things here, a bunch of little gems here on YouTube and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me. And please subscribe, leave a comment if you can. Um, Thank you so much. And if you like. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And I thank you. I appreciate you listening to me. Bye.